Hey everybody. I kind of want to try something. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I want to try it anyway. Where is it? There it is. Hello. Hello. Okay, wait. That just registered all by itself? That's kind of crazy. Well, does that also mean that I can just... Okay, that sounded really horrible. Sorry, I'm like testing things out here at the same time. Aha, this is why. So we're definitely gonna make it sound okay, right? This is great. I don't know why I never thought of this. I wonder how instant it is. I might start playing games with these instead of using these. Even though I really want to use... You know what? Nah, I know what to do. I want to record music with these, but I don't know if the latency is gonna... Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some type of latency, I'm sure of it. Oh well, I wanted to try, just to try it, so... And now I have. Cool, cool, cool. Hello peeps, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm unpacking this massive package you see in the background right here. Holy shit. I cleaned my ears yesterday. What the fuck, dude? What the heckings? I should probably get something to drink before I do something else. But, you know what it is. You know? I need a knife. First and foremost. Oh. I don't even know why I didn't pack all this away. Home sweet home, dude. Whoa. What the heck? That was so, like, all over the place here. Sweet. Sweetness. Okay. Yeah. I am gonna do my best not to dox myself today. Hello, Toronto. Oh, that'll dox me for sure. If I do this. I don't know. the smell of new gear. How marvelous. Okay, so we got ourselves a SM7B as well as a Stream Deck XL, dude. As well as the brand spanking new. I've been waiting for this for so long. Ah. I am so happy I finally have this, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. How many more is there?
Sub.
Okay. Last one. Man. Sadness. Oh. Ah, damn it. Ah, yes. This is awesome. Holy shit, dude. I don't even know like how to do this without because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose contact with you guys for a bit. Oh god. I can't. I low key want to see these real fast. Ha! That's funny. That's a good one. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. Holy shit, Dano. All right. God. Damn. Holy smokies. People are awake now, dude. Dano, you want to see what I got? Gets better. I can sell my piece of shit Stream Deck. I have the first gen Stream Deck. That's what I got. And then I have this. Ah! I have this. Hey, West. What's up, Dano? He said. That's what he said. He was like. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right. We start with getting this open. Oh. Ha ha ha! Whoa, this is fucking in there. God damn. Yeah, because you can make 200 credits while driving, can't you, West? I never thought of that. What the fuck? Just autopiloting to make money? That's fucking crazy, dude. I love that. Okay, so we got this motherfucker. Here's the thing that I've been fucking figuring out so hard. Because I think I do need to extend it. I do need to extend it. Right? Come on. I've been planning this in my head forever, dude. This time. Oh. Stop. It's my alarm. 200k first time, 500k second time, and 700k third time when you back out. It's that easy? How long does it take, West? And how fast is the car driving? This is why I needed the Pro Arm. This is literally why I needed it. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my fucking god. Whoop whoop. It's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. It's the sound of the police. Fill my peas. Fill my stees. Fucking scheissach. Oh my god. Me god. Ja, bomma klar, man. They do this? Why the fuck would they do this? What the shit? 45 minutes, I believe. The car goes around 60 kilometers. Oh my gosh. Diciata diama. Disapia. What the fuck? Man. Brother. Ah, what is this? Home slice. Come on. Oh. I can't wait, dude. Get connected, man. Shaman. These are supposed to be magnetic, right? Absolute gas, dude. Absolute gas. Watch this, right? Hold up. Holy shit. I can't wait to never have to look at this monstrosity. Oh my god. I'm gonna wait with the Stream Deck XL to like at the very end. I think that's the best way to go. I do not need this. I'm not illiterate. Illiterate? I'm not. What is going on here? Yo, dude, I would just like to take this package of... Come on! Without ruining it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. I think it's helping. Yes! Oh! It helped. It looked wrong, but It did the trick. That's all that matters. Don't do that at home, kids. I'm like a little kid on Christmas right now, dude. Oh, this is the big reveal. Oh my god. Martin, what's up, dude? Oh my god. Yeah, man. Hey, Bethuel, are you happy with all these new things you just purchased? Sure. Sure. I'm 30 years old. What am I doing, man? I own one. I own a 7. Oh, dude. This is unreal. This is unreal, dude. Oh my god, dude. That's insane. I can't believe I finally own one. Oh, that can definitely stay here. I do not need you yet, my brother. My little brother, man. Okay. What I do need... No, don't need that either. Or these. Or this. Or this. So you stay there. This is good. The loneliness. I think the number one thing that I'm the most excited about for this microphone stop the loneliness. Come on. No. Yes. Maybe this is not the move. Let's check again. Oh man. I can't wait to use this, bro. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Like, why the fuck didn't I get this earlier, bro? Holy shit! I could have saved myself from so much pain. Why did I not get this earlier, bro? Holy shit! Oh my god, this thing's perfect. Oh, I can't wait to hear what it sounds like too. Come on, buddy. Wait, what? Oh, I had to loosen it. That's right, to make it to help the spring better, right? Is that how it goes? Yeah, it is. Come on, don't screw with me now, Alan man. Alan Key man. So happy, dude. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I need you guys to understand something. Because this seems like the most luxurious thing to get in the world when I already have this. Trust me when I say like even when I have caps on and I do this, like there's so many fucking downsides to a boom arm that's in your face. It's ridiculous. And it's disturbing. It's so disturbing. Let me show you the difference here. This, like, it is out of my way. I can fully see my keyboard. I can fully see everything. And it's like my arm is not like, oh my gosh. Okay, watch this. Let me turn on Droid Cam. Hold up. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy, dude. I'm just happy. This is great. This is really, really great. Droid Cam on. Sorry if that was loud. So see how like it's just here, right? That's it. That's where it is. This is me. That's the microphone as it is, right? Wait, am I even using the right lens here? One sec. Ultrawide. So, hey Fireline, what's up? So to have this completely out of like look at this, right? Boom. That's it. This is it. This is it. No more of this. In my face. I literally sit like this. And it'll all be gone. And I can't wait. I'm so happy, dude. Holy shit. This is probably the greatest. Oh, and to make shit even better, dude, it fits perfectly underneath my my ultra wide. So whenever I sim race, I can just slide it right under, right there. And perfectly get in position in front of my mouth here too. Oh my god, you guys have no idea, man. Literally just woke up, copy that. I'm just showing people why I'm so hyped for this new microphone. Droid Cam off. Yeah, the mirror is nice. Oh man. What I think the thing that I'm the most excited about is to hear the difference. Because that's kind of where we made it to now. Okay. I'm going to mute myself and connect the microphone like I'm supposed to here, okay? And then I'll be right back, boys. By the way, I didn't even show you this. Let me just show you this. Droid Cam on. Okay. Watch this, right? You see this little thing underneath here? Holy shit. See this? This'll keep in the cable that goes through here, right? And this, oh my, it's ridiculously strong. The magnetic power here. Look at this. Oh, so. Oh.
I was going to get this neck mixer to back when I was looking for a new Mikolo L.
Do it. It's awesome. Droid Cam off. No, it's the perfect mic setup if you ask me. Mystery package? It's not really a mystery package, but I felt like people might actually get like interested and join if I did that. Oh my god, this is perfect! I can't wait. Okay, so let me just mute my mic and I'm gonna like take everything apart and move it to where I wanted to be. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try and hurry. Right. So, I need to do something first. I just now noticed this. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude! I hate this. I hate this fucking mic arm. It's stupid, dude. So stupid. Oh, there's a bunch of like tiny ass little parts going on in here. Oh my gosh. Oh, yep. There's one. Oh boy. Okay. What in the fuck? I'll be right back. Yo. Wait, hello? Can you guys hear me? How loud is it? It's not very loud, is it? Do I have to speak pretty loudly for you guys to hear me? One sec. I don't know what to do here. Hello, hello, hello. Can I even hear myself? No, I can't. Yo, there it is. Holy shit, listen to that. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be incredible. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. Yo, I can even like yell into the mic and it's not really okay, it's probably pretty bad. I'm sorry. All right. Gotta put that shit back together. But I lost a little thing, and I don't know where it went. The only downside of this microphone is I have to turn the gain all the way to 100, like a straight up. Yeah, the quality is insane. Quality is ridiculous. The quality is unlike anything. And that's why. So, I want to oh my god, and I can like grab the microphone, and you can't even hear it. Oh my god, dude. Wait. Oh, disconnected sound again? What do you mean? I see the live feed of the microphone. Oh, he's kidding. Funny. No, so this is going to be great. I am so fucking happy that I got this microphone. This is the perfect purchase for my stream, dude. This is like the dot over the I, if you're asking me. Literally next step is to get a new chair. Cause like this thing, bro, it's run its course. It's ran its course. It's run its course. Whatever. I'm gonna go find that little thing that disappeared just now. I have dirty fingers. Oh, I've got blisters on my fingers. Where did you go, buddy? Hello? Where are you? Where are you? Let yourself be known. I'm trying to fly you. Hello. We might have a problem. Was that Rich laugh? Oh my God. Listen to this. What the fuck? This microphone is going to be awesome for everything that I'm going to do from now on. Every time I hop in a VC, people are going to be like, wait, who is this? Because it doesn't sound like me anymore. I'm going to go find this little part wherever the fuck it might be. What the shit? Shit. Where the fuck? Of course some bullshit have to fall off, dude. I can't believe it. No, it's not in my pants. No, of course, Fireline. What the shit, dude? Yeah, drink State Energy. Damn it. Oh, that's really annoying. You know what? Fuck it. It's not on the other side anyway, so who gives a shit? Moving on. Oh my gosh, this is actually really difficult to have it like stay in one spot like that.
Mufasa you know we finally here, right? Where are we? It's Friday then Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again then Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again then Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again then Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, what?
What? What's Maddie going on about? What are you saying, Maddie man? What was that? That was weird. Oh, finally. I'll be right back. Wow. My setup is completely different. My setup is just something else entirely, bro. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna do this one thing real fast. I'm gonna just mute the mic, clean this cable real fast, and then attach it properly. And then we're moving on to the Stream Deck XL, and I'm gonna trick it out, and you guys can watch me do that. I'm gonna do some real nice stuff with that, by the way. Okay, muting. Okay, I think that was it. I might keep fucking around with it though. Because I got a very long chunk of extra cable right here that's just hanging down from the table right now. Which isn't super pretty, but it is what it is. We'll get back. Oh, you got to get back to work? Have a good one, Maddie. I think that I hit my left foot on against something yesterday, and now it's hurting like a motherfucker. Oh, no, man. I'm sorry, dude. That's never fun. Then why are you crying about it like a little pussy? Huh? Hell yeah. Mascot, what's up, dude? How you doing? Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Wow, actually look at this. Okay, so if I were to do this,
Good morning, my dear friend Beef Daddy ... How are you? I hope the children are happy and the wife is healthy.
Hell yeah, bro.
Nice dong BTW.
Nice what? Oh, nice dong? Bro, likewise. I love you so much. How did I do this? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Like that? I think this will work. Fuzzy Boy is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Fuzzy Guy. Fuzzman? Big Dog Dano, what's up, boys? I almost feel like making like a like getting a shorter cable or something for the It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. To have the monstrosity that was right here gone is just mind-bending to me. Whenever I would turn my head and my cap would just bump into it, like I just stopped wearing caps at the end because I was like, nah, I just fucking need this arm and I need this mic, and now it's here. And yeah, it's incredible. The fact that I can get this close to the mic as well, I love it. I can't wait to start making music with this as well. Maybe they're going to take me serious now because I have the streamer mic. Oh, he must be doing this for a living, dude. He's got the streamer mic, bro. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, bro. You're not wrong, bro, dude. That's the streamer mic, bro, guy, man, dude. You know? This is amazing. I'm gonna actually try and sit like I wanna whenever I play games. This is perfect. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh man, I feel like a little kid at Christmas or something. This is perfect. I'm genuinely so happy for this. Holy shit. I do feel like a real streamer now. Like I do feel like that was the one little thing that always missed my stream. Beef that. I game on Grazy, dude. I actually have to start covering that game, dude. If like for the first time in my career as a fucking content creator, I guess. If I've ever had a game where I'm like, okay, I'm passionate enough about that to start making videos. Obviously, the first game was Assetto Corsa. I had the same feeling about Greystone Warfare right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna create a whole ass fucking community surrounding it, but I will. Yeah, no, that's literally the idea of us. I want to make some milsim shit where we literally like train comms and we do not really like full blown milsim shit, like super duper actual realism, but more like what just makes sense to call out, you know? Like for example, I loved what Mapes he did the other day. He said audible right. That was fucking cool. And then we have 4 different dudes, right? You got Overwatch, support, medic, and point man. Right? So 4 different roles. Point man is pretty much just leading the mission, right? Obviously, that's probably going to be me. I don't really want it to be because I don't know shit. Maybe I do know shit, but I feel like I make... Oh, no. It's a matter of like just saying shit on top of each other almost. I feel like it's totally fine. And I feel like it's extremely necessary if you're in a PvP scenario. Unless you need comms. Then you call out comms, right? Comms. Quiet. Shit like that. I know. But yeah, I know. It's overwhelming for some, but those type of raids is not what I would usually do, like on streams. Like the streams that I like, just regular old streams, would probably just be stuff where, where we do what we've always been doing, you know? Oh, Armory Fortress. That's another game I really want to cover as well, and like actually make servers for and shit. But oh my god, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing. I can look over and see my screen, and there's nothing in my peripheral vision. It's perfect. This is amazing. That's really cool. So, but no, Fuzz, like, it would be a literal, like, it would be cinema. It would be like what Dev, D-E-E-F, Dev? I don't know what to call him. I don't know how he wants his name pronounced. But it would be something along the lines of that, you know? I know they're just 2 people roaming Breakpoint, but I don't know. I feel like 4 people could pull off something incredible regardless. Like, Overwatch wouldn't say much unless there's something to... I mean, I don't know if Mapes was that bad. But, yeah, each to their own, right? Because I have a feeling that I can probably be bad too. Like if I don't have to call out that I'm reloading when I'm in the middle of a fucking field and I just shot one guy that was like 100 meters ahead of me and then there's no other immediate danger. You get what I'm saying? I love Drewski's content. Those comms are perfect. I've never actually really... I never actually really watched his content for long enough to know. But yeah. Yeah, no, dude. I'm one of those dudes where it is obscenely difficult to keep me entertained when it comes to gaming. Like, I can't watch a stream for longer than maybe 15 minutes unless I think the character at the other side of the mic is interesting and I can engage with him. Then I'll sit for hours, no problem. But if the gaming is like if it's literally just a dude playing a game, I just don't fucking care for long enough. Unless has there been a guy that I think that's why I create my streams the way I do, because then you can interact with the stream in ways that you wouldn't otherwise be able to, right? And you can like hijack the attention and direct it towards yourself, which I want my viewers to do so I can give them the time and attention I feel like every viewer should have, right? Yeah. But it's, you know, it's a fine line. Next song. Yeah, this microphone is crazy, bro. Madness. All right, next package. Here we go. Hee-hoo! Wait, Gamer DK Oliver. Is Is it my ODK? Or is this a completely different guy? Jeg ved du er dansk. Det er jeg slet ikke i tvivl om. Jeg ved 100% at du er dansk. But I'm confused. Because we have a guy called Oliver DK Gaming. Is that like... Is that not you? Okay, so that's... Okay, they're different people. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. What? What are the chances? What's up, Oliver? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. But no, what I want to do, Fuzz, is like, say we have... You remember the... I can't believe I'm asking you if you remember this. You were there for the very birth of it. So the Axon body cam, right? What I want to do with that, I want to expand on it even further, right? And what I want to do is like... I want to make it so that I can switch in between Overwatch, support, and medic. You know? Switch in between all four. And I already have it in my head how I'm going to do it, and it's super doable. Because you can all stream to the same link, and then there's going to be different windows. I just have to tie each window to a instance of the Axon body cam. I can even make it that detailed that it's going to be... Jeg lægger mig, jeg har været på din stream et par gange. Ja, men Oliver, vi har en anden gut, som er på streamen altid, som snakker rigtig meget og har givet absurd mange penge til streamen, der hedder Oliver DK Gaming. Og så tænker jeg måske, at det var den samme, at det var ham, der havde ændret sit navn, da du skrev. Så nu er jeg bare super forvirret. Okay, so have 3 shared screens open at the same time? No. So not like that. I mean... Okay, Oliver. Ja. Men lad os prøve at holde den på engelsk, ikke også? No, so the way it would work is it would always be one screen, but I would just be able to flick in between all 3 in the same spot, right? No, I mean open on your PC, not stream. One at a time on stream. Every time I hear...
WTF is bro saying for real?
Right? No. Wait, let me start it over. Oh, wait. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna use the fuck out of this. Holy shit. I had no idea I had so much usage for a massive fucking Stream Deck, dude. But I genuinely do. See, this is another feature that is just so amazing about this thing right here. It's magnetic, so I can take this back panel off whenever I want and just lay it down. That's really helpful. Holy shit. Wow. Awesome. But no, so the idea is that nothing changes. It is literally just 3 screens that does the exact same thing. They're positioned the same way, layered on top of each other, but I can flick in between the different feeds, right? And even when I flick, there's going to be like a, you know, like, and then it flicks to the other screen. And then in the screen, in the very graphics, I don't know why I'm just not showing you. One sec here. Also, I forgot to boot up Songify. Whoops. Oh, could this be a problem? Wait a minute. Should I maybe have the microphone like this? Oh, yeah, I should. This is much better. Video tabs open. Tied to one Axon. Each individual buttons. No, I don't have... No. I don't have any fucking... I don't have any tabs open. I don't have Google Chrome open or nothing. Because what you guys do when you start streaming is you create a video browser source that I can tie directly into OBS. So there's no additional load, none. It's just a video feed that like yeah, and it's a low quality one too, because it doesn't have to be crazy. No, no. Trust me, of all people, I am very much concerned about that myself. Oh shit. Whoops. I might actually make that on stream today, but because I really want to. I really want to do that. No, my PC's not going to boil. Like, it's quite the contrary. I might even, you know what? I might even make a thing where, like, make a, what's it called? A fucking, wow, this new setup here, bro. Awesome. This microphone and everything. Yo, I love my stream, bro. I'm way too blessed. Way too blessed. This should not be allowed. Holy fuck. First world country, bro. It's not okay. Wow. Oh. Damn it. Oh, no, Fireline, you already surpassed it. Like, yeah, just stop it, man. I'm going to play it when I want to play it. And I already told you, I think 4 times now, I'm into other games at the moment, but I might come around to SnowRunner at some point. It is not on my list at the moment at all. Like, so stop asking. I'll be right back. I just made it a meme. Damn it. I made it a meme. It's a meme now. want none of that. What the fuck? There's no space on my desk anymore. Yo, what is going on? What? Okay. So I need to export this to somewhere. Oh, no, I can just do that. Sweet. And then delete this. Yeah. Right? Wow, that's handy though. Damn. I might keep that for now. But I'm definitely switching over to this. Oh, look at that. Wow. Snuska babe. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I finally re-uploaded the objects to my Google Drive. It took hours. Does pop need it? What are you guys talking about? DRO stuff? You guys want to see what my desk look like now? Hold up. Oh, DRO mods. Copy that. Droid cam on. So I need to figure out like this area in general because I probably need a little more mouse space, but otherwise this is pretty much it. Having this massive, obviously I'm going to kit this the fuck out. I'm probably going to do that on stream right now. But yeah, having the numpad up here is really nice because you use it so rarely, but when you use it, it's really, like, when you need it, it's really nice that it's there, so. And then this is perfect, dude. Yeah, this is really great. I don't know about the fucking, this lighted up, like, for some reason, this was always really like, it didn't matter that what type of light it was, it just mattered that it had light, because then I was able to, like, tell where my mouse pad ends and starts by, like, peripheral vision. It was really nice. But yeah. Droid cam off. Yo, Snooska Babe, I don't think anybody in here is Danish. But to translate fuzz, I think the correct translation would be hello. I guess just hello. I represent the Danes. Risi? What's up, dude? It's been a minute. Holy shit. How have you been? How's your kids? What? I hope you're good, bro. Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. I've been kidding out my shit. Shit. I hit this weed. This microphone is a game changer for me. Like, it's ridiculous. What do I do here? Do I do this? Oh my god. My brother had a similar but cheap mouse pad. The light broke. It's definitely got a habit of doing that. 100%, yeah. I can really see my computer too, which is even cooler. Hope all is well, brother. I am jumping from time just a lurker bit. Copy that. Yo, how many of you guys like have you checked out Greystone Warfare recently, Lizzie? I think you would really like that game, especially because you used to be such a what's it called? Escape from Tarkov diehard. I hate Escape from Tarkov now. They can die in a hole. I don't give a fuck. What's that? Greystone Warfare? What game? Please elaborate, Bethuel. I'd like to hear about it. 1 sec. Holy shit, bro. Tell us all about it. We would like to know. Oh, bro, I could go on and Fuzz, did you see the fucking review I left on this is I like this review. I never do stuff like this. I never do something like this. Hold up. I've never done it before either, so. Also, I saw I did Fuzz for somehow I completely missed that you typed Beef the Piss Man plus 3 rep on my fucking Steam profile. No, I didn't. What? I read the one and just. Oh, right. Oh, then you did see it. I left a review. It went like this. Bethuel desktop. Julius, what's up, man? I've seen it, not gonna lie. I haven't had the time to go hard in gaming since I've been jumping from job to job. But hopefully soon when I find a steady income job, I got the time to play a game now. Yeah, nah. Oh, man, yeah. I feel that. I feel that, brother. Never a good time. But no. I wrote a pretty massive review here. Sincerely, the guy that's still waiting for an available job, bro. For N available? I don't know, man. I mean, yeah. Yeah, make no mistake, man. The Minecraft server is still up and good. It'll be forever. Camera. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's N, right? It's N, right? Wait, where's all these new people coming from? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. How are you doing? Ace something? Yeah, welcome, everybody. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope you feel welcome here. Join our Discord. Ooh. We have a cool Discord you might like. Do. Dude, this stream deck is humongous, dude. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. But I'm gonna bring you with me. I just won't be able to read chat at the same time. Droid cam on. That needs to stay. I have no idea what to do with this. Hey, do you like Bethuel's? Sure. That's hilarious. So funny, dude. Saving those boxes. This is how my water bottle looks when I tear it apart. I have to clean the deal. See, that's disgusting. I gotta clean that. Oh, I'm selling a surround system for whoever might be interested. And if you're Danish, because I'm not about to send this across the entire world. That would suck. Okay. My girlfriend hates me for this, bro. She's like, dog, what the fuck are you doing with all these goddamn boxes? Can you please put them away? And I'm like, where would you like me to put them? I can't place anything anywhere without you getting pissed about it. So what the fuck? Oh! Awesome. Let me throw all these out. Oh, I popped all of them, dude. I'm built different. I had to do it. Come on. Motherfucker. What in the... Got him. I might also make some noodles. Some good stuff here. TT only time, bro? I'll take the sound. I can't sell it for free, dude. As much as I'd like to. Julius, where did you live again? Oh, that I need to save. Ispia? Yeah. Fuck no. Nice. Cool. Oh, you clipped it? You clipped it, dude? That's perfect. That's sick. That's so stupid. Oh, whoops. You know what? I'm just gonna place you guys right here. Stay. All right. What? My girlfriend's gonna be so pissed. She's gonna be so annoyed at me. Yeah. I'll buy it if you pay for shipping. Not me vibing to what my ex says, bro. I can't believe people still play my music. That's still just. It's such a nice feeling, man. You guys are incredible for that. Julius, this is my girlfriend's, okay? She was out recently and she couldn't, choose what clothes to go with. So it ended up everywhere. Don't blame me, please. Where do I put this? Okay. We built this on stream. How nice is this thing, bro? Look at that. And it's got these big doors. And it's got a little frunk. Doot. And then it's got a little cool spoiler. When I move this inside, look at that. Right? Pretty cool. And it does this. And engine bay. Engine bay. Pretty cool. I want to see what my setup looks like now. Hold on. So ideally, this screen would be turned this way. It's a little. Why does it tilt like that? What the fuck? 1 sec. Wait, is this still tilting a little bit? Oh man. Shit just keeps getting better and better. Madness. Definitely gotta swing. Maybe this is why. Ooh, it probably was. Look at that. There we go. I think that's it. All right. Yeah. That'll do it. Oh. I love that I hung this up. But you see how much extra cable that's going on here? From the mic. It's a little bit of a problem. I gotta figure out how I swing that. Oh well. You know what I mean? How I swing that? Droid cam off. Oops. Oh no. How did that happen now? Come on. Holy shit. Oof. Oh well. Your music will never leave my playlist. B, there's a delivery truck in your stream. It's madness. B, stop breaking your ultra wide. No, it's fine. It won't break. Don't worry. There is an actual delivery truck on my Steam profile right now. I hope not. BB, Twitch chat delivery. That's pretty cool. Lake up a Stone Hill. Dude, people put so many different things on my Steam. Oh, man. There's a dick, but it's a dog. It's a dick dog. Woof, woof. Give this cute dog to people you care about. It's pretty funny. Yeah, dope. Dope stuff. The dopest. All right. Let's trick out this Stream Deck, dude. Holy shit. My stuff is crazy looking now. I have no idea what to do with this. But I want to put it on something somewhere. Should I just throw it on my computer and be like, fuck it? Nah. Nah. I think I'm going to just put it out here for now. Put my phone back to charge. Boop. No stickers on PC? Grr. Yeah, probably right. I did that with my last PC and I was like, why the fuck would I do that? Holy fuck, dude. My shit looks crazy now. Yeah, this is definitely going to be my new go-to thing here. Okay, so we have a few buttons already that we don't really need to do anything with. It's just a matter of like reordering everything. So the go live, the record, the sound. For example, now I can go do this. Holy shit, dude. And I've been needing to do this for a long time. The zoom in as well. Work feeds. The stickers go in the draw with other stickers. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I also want to switch these out with something else. So you got on and off. What? Nah. So now it shows. Oh, okay. No, it makes sense, right? Okay. And then it still moves, right? It doesn't. What about now? So there's something that's... Shit. Oh, I know why. This is why. Yeah, because now it'll work. And 3, 2, 1. Yep. Okay. Okay. Please, boys. Oh my god. This is crazy. I don't even know who this is, bro. Wait, are we not friends? What? These nuts. Got 'em. Holy shit. Yo. Yo. How does that even work? That's pretty funny. Imagine having big money spent to be level 3. Bro spent way too much money on his level. You can spend money on your level? How does that even work? Huh? Trading cards? Yeah, I see now. I'm alright. I don't care. This microphone is incredible. I'm so happy. Right, so we got show standby, which really should be right here too. And it shouldn't have this icon. It should have some other icon going on. That's ridiculous. Utterly insanity, man. Maybe that's a good one. I guess maybe a pause button is a good idea. That's all we got? Yeah, I think that would make sense. I did not see that here at all. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we got go live, record, which I still need to trick out. There's a few things I got to do with this one. But it, yeah, as long as it's tied to the right stuff, we're fine. Stop. Yep. Yeah. Then we have these three. Maybe what I really need to do is I need to do this. Maybe that's what I gotta do. No. Clear camera. Wouldn't that be considered special? No. No, no, no. It's clearing camera. I gotta wait for a minute. It's disabling everything right now. So this is the new format. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can ask me questions, by the way, if you want to. Yeah, look at that. Ask me a question. This channel reward redemption is for serious inquiries only, and your questions will be featured on my YouTube videos. In my YouTube videos, it's a one-time use only. Think long and hard before you ask me your question. Do you have a penis? See that? The way that works is just wonderful. Stock standard B. But yeah, that's why is my color changed in the Twitch chat? But look at this. This is really good. That was very cursed. Where's all the redeems? So if I literally just click camera, everything's gonna go back to normal, right? Yep, everything went back to normal, and the ask me a question thing disappeared as well. Yep, everything is back to normal. Good shit. My balls is stuck on my chair. Yeah, probably is. Holy shit. Is that ass fat for real? It's pretty fat. It's a good size, I'd say. It's pretty bliat.
Блять.
Bliat. That's pretty funny. Yeah, no, this new setup, bro. Crazy. Or should I say crazy? Shit, crazy, dog. Absolutely worth. Like, literally so worth. I don't know how to stress that enough. This was not just worth. It was an absolute necessity. Holy shit. But I feel like I need a way shorter like look at how much extra cable there is right here. Just like just dangling around like this. Very fucking not cool. So, and I can't even place it somewhere weird. No, that won't work. Nope. Not if I should use it while I drive as well. Yeah, damn it. Okay, well, back to the program. Back to the program, mate. Yeah, so I should definitely use... Ah, fuck. You're not going to believe this, but you from the future, you've got to stop blanket. You've got to stop a giant squid in a wedding gown. What? I almost died for that? What is going on with the world right now, bro? I feel like I gotta make this one purple. Where's the purple one? Here's the live one. But we need the purple black one. Hey Wes, I pretty much have everything set up now. You want to see it? I can do a little droid cam for you if you want to see it. Hell yeah? All right. Droid cam on. Look at that shit, dude. So, brand new Stream Deck XL. Microphone, mic stand. Look at this. Actually, let me put the nice camera on here. Yep. But this is my ideal setup. Come on. Droid cam off. I did forget to show my chair. Damn it. Too late now, man. Sorry, brother. See, I'm crazy, and I low-key want to, like, yeah, I really want to do that.
There are only two genders, male and female.
Correct. I hate how that was just, like, not allowed to say. I fucking hate that. Twitch, I don't give a yeah, I hate that. Genuinely dislike that. It blocked the whole thing. There are only two genders. Blocked the whole thing. Wait. Okay, no, maybe not. Maybe I don't hate it, and I will explain why. It's the law in US. Twitch is on some new shit. No, so the reason why I hate it is because it's like it's just standardized, right? Like that sentence is just like not good. And I think for that, you know, I think the reason is that people that probably think there is more than two genders that streams probably have a lot of like really hateful individuals that hop in their chat to try and tell them this. And for that reason alone, like, come on, man, you're disturbing their peace, and they're, you know, literally, they're literally exercising their right to free speech, right? Like, why would you want to go be hateful towards these people that might be delusional or not, you know, whatever. But like, why care enough to go do something like that? I would never do something like that. You know, neither should any of you. Like go out of your way to go tell somebody and that their worldview should be different than what it is. Let people do their shit. Who gives a fuck? You know, just let them do their shit. So for that reason alone, that because it's clearly just a standardized thing, right? That it got blocked. It's just like that. That's definitely not something I've made. I think it's just Automod doing its thing. But there is only two genders. No free speech in Twitch chat. Well, so thankfully that's up to me, right? Hey Cleo, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to stream. Good morning. Yeah, mate. Okay. All right. Back to this. So maybe this should be black. Yeah, I think it should be. And then this should... wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Yeah, so now I'm not recording. Right? Okay, that's... which is good. But when I am recording, it should probably go... not purple, but like... green? Maybe green's good. What did I buy for the stream? I bought a new microphone, a new mic arm, and a new stream deck. Spent a little over 6,000 Danish krona. Just mental, bro. All thanks to everybody. Oh, absolutely crazy. Yep. Should go red. There isn't a red, but that's why I was like almost saying I could go crazy. Like I could go crazy and just make my own shit. Literally just scratch make all the icons. Maybe even like create a little pack for people to download. Well, I'd probably rather have people pay for it if I'm being honest. If I'm gonna put the typical Bethuel effort into it, I definitely want people to pay for it. But like $2 or something, you know, like not anything crazy, obviously. Sun's crying for real? Wait, what? +1 on red. Rip. Yeah. I agree. Red does make more sense. So this is also an on-off one. Oh, what the fuck? What? But this I made pause, and then I made it play. Right, so this would actually be play then. And this I could make. Let's make it purple. Fuck it. Right? Play. And then here it should be pause. Oh, no. The gray pause. Which means... oh, it's the other way around. Damn it. 1 sec, boys. There we go. So when I hit it again, it paused. Oh, wait. No. What I need to do is I need to make this one the gray play, and then make this one the purple. That, yeah, so whenever I click, it goes purple. I hope that one was funny. When I hit it again, it goes back. Okay, sweet. It's just these icons are so bare bones. It's not even fun, you know? Like it's not looking great. Huh? Why doesn't it? That's why. Yep. So go live. It's just, I know there's packs out there that'll work so much better than this, but it is what it is. So currently sound is on. We need another color here that we haven't used yet. Green was used for, right. I guess if I switch these two out, put that one here and this one here. Yeah, you guys, yo, actually, boys, I can enable something where, you guys are gonna really make this crazy. I can enable, I can specificate enables cabled. Oh no, I got so scared. Oh, my ears, dude. Holy shit. So let me enable that one and then disable this one. So now when you redeem a black card, Cards Against Humanity, you have to write and come up with your own white card. Okay, so somebody's trying to redeem a black card, and then you literally can type your own white card. It's funny, or it can be funny. People can ruin it 100%. So, like, don't just redeem a black card to be like a penis in the white card. Yeah, it's outrageous. People can do some really nasty shit. That's why I have it disabled for the most part. But yeah, let's say I redeem a black card, right? The black card is only 150, so it's very cheap. Then the white card gets enabled. Yeah, and if I write fat penis, see? And then it even says my name as well. It's pretty cool. Then it goes away. Resets. So, well, I was just showing you. Come on. Leave me out of this. But yeah, enjoy. Have fun. That's not fair. You can say something with penis if it's funny. Bam, ba, ba, bam. Yeah, this is nice. That's nice. And then if I hit record and then I do this and then it all works. It's beautiful. Oh. Whoops. Oh, I keep forgetting to put my phone back in the chargers. I gotta make myself a new background for my phone. So, and I'm that I will share for free. Like anything that I make that's like a desktop, whatever the fuck, like pictures in general like that, I'd love to share that for free. I think people in general just, take a liking to it, and I really fucking I love that you guys like that, because that makes me want to do it more. Oh, I put this song on the playlist today. It's gas. Check this out. I'm doing nothing right now. All right, so we got tools here. The clear camera is here. I don't know why that's this icon. That makes no sense. What other icon could it be? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Special. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make like a Gray Zone Warfare. Was it in special that I had it? And I know I want these out here as well. Oh. But at the same time, I also want them in here. Wait, am I just being crazy? I'm so tired right now. Wait, clear. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Toggle. This is no longer necessary, is it? I don't think it is. I guess special and then work feeds. I don't know. I know I need to find the folder thing. Do 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 do. Oof, there it is. Nice looking. And then the return to folder thing. Honestly, that one looks so much better. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dum da dum dum. Dum. But they are work feeds. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep fucking with this to figure out what it is that I really want to use all these for. I don't really need the podcast shit anymore either. But I guess it's not the exact same button. Okay, so this I can just copy as well as this. It's more these two. Why did I make these? Oh well. Do 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 do. guess. Yeah, you know what? I think yeah. Yeah. Oh. No, West, I don't want to see that. Fuck, dude. I don't want to see it. I don't want to get it spoiled. Damn. Damn it. I think I need to do this. Oh, well. Yeah. It's all good, man. It's okay, man. Sorry, Guess. Too late now. Yeah, I saw it. It's all good. Don't worry. I feel like there might be something else that I'm missing here. I mean, I might as well, don't I? Yeah, screw it. That's pretty cool. I know, like, once I really get the chance to really sit down and just get gory with this fucking thing, dude, I'm gonna make something crazy. But I also know I need to get a little more familiar with the different plugins it offers. Because, for example, I really want to get these working. I know there's a whole ass, like, massive thing that you can do that I really want to start using for Photoshop, as well as Illustrator. But for now, wait, brightness. Yeah, I want all the brightness. Timer. Go. That's cool. Soundboard is funny. Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that. I want... Oh, yeah? I want this. This is smart too. Huh? Definitely want these. That totally works. That's really nice. Oh, I wonder if I can, like, if I can, oh my God, can I do that? Tell me there's something. There's got to be something. Bro, oh, dude, there's got to be something. Just something. Totally is. Oh my god. But this is the bar raider bullshit, which I'm not super infatuated by. But if I can literally just like what the fuck just happened? Whoops. I don't get it. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, it's right there. Got it. Good shit. Holy shit, dude. Yo. This is awesome. Have a good one, West. Talk to you soon, man. Yeah, Fuzz, that's just the maze balls. Camera. Fuck. So what do I need to do? Create app. Spotify integration for Stream Deck. Perfect. Death tag, bro. Oh, that's fucking insane. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. Can I be like, can I say, like, say I can do, like, yeah, shuffle mode? Okay, so I can just enable and disable that at will. And I can turn it up and turn it down. Oh, my God. Beautiful. Okay, so we're definitely going to just make a folder solely dedicated to that. Create folder, call it Spotify. That's all we got. I guess we're just going to stick to the theme. Okay. So I can just run that whenever I want. I'm going to move those I use the most to the top. So this one's definitely going to the top. Multi-action stays at the top, as a matter of fact. This one can go fuck itself. This one was inside this. This doesn't matter. Or maybe it does. Let's keep that at the top. Soundboard, don't fucking care. Streamer bot, for sure. That's almost more important. Photoshop. And I don't use the rest, I think. Oh, Julius, you're speaking my language, my fellow boyo mans. Yeah, maybe this would be a good idea to just run it like that, and then but then have this be hard hop, and then same thing with this, but have that be hard hop. Why is it doing that? That sucks. Can't wait till it's ready. It's just, oh, you just put, 45 minutes, bro, and I'm eating good. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I might actually go make some food myself here in a minute. Not too sure. Remove song from playlist. Oh, even better. So Death Tech. Remove. Why does it do that? Oh, I know why. I already said it. So why is this already why is that a problem right now? Remove add. Stupid. Add. Hard hop. I guess if I put it right smack down in between here, it would make more sense. Yeah. Sunrise chills. Then we got Hurt Me. There it is. Good shit. And then I guess we got these. I'm going to add one more playlist. Sanctioned Old Earth war tunes, baby. If you know, you know. I wonder if there's like arrow up and arrow down somewhere. Arrow. Oh, nice. So, or let's say X. Come on, there's got to be some. I don't know why I enjoy Warren Ford more than morning to noon than dinner time. Yeah, no, you're probably just hungry, man. Do you eat breakfast? Maybe it's because you don't get to eat breakfast that you're like extra excited, you know? Doom 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 doom. It's the same icons. Fuck. Actually, this song's horrible. Next. Wait a minute. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn it. What? Wait. Wait a minute. It doesn't work. Julius, one sec. Disconnected from Twitch. Token expired. Log in with Twitch. Fuck's sake. What the fuck just happened? No. What's going on? What's actually happening right now? Yo, Songify, what is going on? It's all over the place right now. Tools, Songify. It's going crazy. What is happening? And it's using the wrong account too. I don't know why this is happening. Insanity! I'm going to fully log it out. Why does it just shut down? What is going on? Dude, what is happening? Bro. Something's up. Okay. Okay. No, I would like a different bot to log in with this. Please. Okay. I don't remember the code for this. I can't believe that was the code. What the fuck? That works though. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, there's nothing that's working right now. Or maybe there is. Yes, please. Come on. Come on. It's working. Nice. That was very annoying. I don't even know where I made it to here. Was I doing stuff in Spotify? I think I was. I can't believe I have this microphone now. I should really set up Ableton to really check and see what it sounds like when I use it on Ableton. Dano! Look at you go, dude. That's nice. Look at that. That looks really cool. Save on or leave on. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. Maybe too depressing. Deathbed coffee for your head. What? That's fine. You just cue whatever you want. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. What time is it? It's 12 a.m. Definitely getting tired. I think I might switch over to play a few games, but then I think after that I'm gonna go to bed. What? Wait, did you send some? Between Stone? That's funny. Where did you put your oh shit, right, in DMs. Yeah, I don't know why I never cuz I remember I remember not saying anything to him pretty much. Yeah, no, this is all crazy. Yeah. And what the fuck? Like, how did you make this look so much more detailed? Like, it doesn't look like DRO at all. Like, what the fuck is going on with this one? Like, how is this possible in DRO? Even the fucking road texture. Okay, no, that definitely looks like DRO. But the wheels are crazy. The all of this. Did you place these yourself? All these stickers? Because I have a feeling that you would like that, because they made that thing where you can like create your own stickers and shit. Don't look too deep. No. It's just I just wanted to check them out. Moon Eyes. This one is cool. I like this one a lot. It's still a little much, maybe, but like for the artistic point of view, it's really nice. This is also very like way too overexposed, but I don't know, maybe not. Like, yeah, I don't know, but considering this is DRO, this is very pretty DRO for sure. Oh god, this song. But I cannot get it out of me. A siren kept me dead at sea. Angry you see. I don't know if it's at her or at me. With that I agree. Handle heartbreaks. I can't give up. I'm still heart sore. Then I ain't the only one that heard that bar for. Half dead, barely wanna live. This is what you call hardcore. If you don't know, you aren't sure, hold up. Get down, pull up. Ow. I gotta be honest with it. My current state got me thinking, yo. I'm literally stuck. But I don't want To be stuck in the between zone. I'm stuck in the between zone. In the between zone. I'm stuck in the between zone. Yo, in the between zone. I'm stuck in the between zone. Whoa, in the between zone. I'm stuck in the between zone. In the between zone. Life is what it is. And it could be as simple as a kiss. Devastated after all this time has taken a toll. I can help heal your soul. There's barely anything to reminisce. Truth is, I don't give a for this. Do it even get to sheds. For people's acceptance, you'll die from their rejection. What's your decision to see your... Oh, wait, what? Knocked down. I'm a punk. Say foot again. How? Taught me to sin. Yeah, I don't like what this looks like, but... But the cover photo is kind of cool, so I'll keep that there. Till I'm stuck in the between zone, I'm stuck in the between zone, yo. In the between zone, I'm stuck in the between zone, yeah. Stuck in the between zone. In the between zone, I'm stuck in the between zone. Yo. In the between zone, in the between zone. In the between zone, in the between zone. Yeah, that's definitely dope as shit. 100%. That's very cool. The shuffle button is dope too. Fuck with it. I wish I had like a good shuffle button here somewhere. I don't know which one is good. Wait a fucking minute. So this is not it. Oh, neither is this it. Come on, get out of here. Wait, let me think. Because StreamerBot had something like this. They had an action switch where you could not only do on and off, you could also have, was it straight up action? Oh, press, release, hold. What if there was a button that had, because I'm trying to combine these three buttons into one, right? So say this was like, say these two was combined with just this button. Say I double clicked it, that means add this song to the playlist. Or say I held it down, that means remove this song from the playlist. That should be super doable. Yeah, guys, you go ahead and go crazy. Cue some music. And I don't know, that's got to be possible. But you know what? I'm gonna go fucking search bar raider real fast, see what I got. Fuck off. Raider. Oh, did I spell that right? I did. Windows tools, OBS tools. I might actually want to check that out. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's thinking. Holy shit. What the fuck? That's so much. Oh, that's really that's really impressive. I might check that out later. Super macro. Oh my god, this got to be it. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Super macro. Holy shit. Short press, long press. That's all we got? Super macro toggle. Sticker super macro. Sticker keynote. Mouse location. Mouse location? What? That's ridiculous. What? Okay, that's pretty cool. So I stop it again, and then it, okay, resets. Who the fuck put this on? Right. I don't think I can use this for what I really want to use it for. Yeah. Nahid. Next. Some bullshit right there, boy. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, how you living? How you doing? Know what's up? My name is Bethuel, and I know I can't freestyle, but I'm gonna try anyway because who gives a fuck? Here we go. I have a stock. I really can't freestyle. I'm gonna request an internet classic, a song y'all should know. I swear to God, bro, if you do some really cringe shit again, I'm gonna fire you. You're gonna be fired if you do some cringe shit again. Okay, you've been warned. Fuck it, sure. So that got way more advanced suddenly. The fuck? Does it get, okay, if it just keeps going like that, I'm gonna skip it. Sorry. Oh man. Fuck me. I don't mean ban. Oh my god. I don't mean ban. But you gotta be a little less of a actually guy. That would be great. Oh, really? But the beat was tight. I'm not gonna lie. Beat was pretty good. Pretty cool. Pretty cool beat. Huh? Oh. Skippy deep scoop skip scoopy boot. Oh, thank heavens! Oh. Yeah, that's pretty cringe. But fuck it. Gangnam style. Opam Gangnam style. Right? Doom 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 doom. Shuffle. I actually have to make my own icons. Like I can't keep doing this. I absolutely have to make my own icons. I need to. I must. I have to make my own icons or I will freak out. I'm gonna make my own icons. Gonna make my own icons. I'm gonna make my own icons. I'm gonna make my own icons. Okay, it definitely takes a minute before it's registering it, but it's fine. No, I can't. Yeah, I still hate it. It's just horrible. This song is incredible, by the way. Okay. I feel like I need this in every scene now. So definitely in here somewhere. My rig's crazy. I don't know how this happened. I still haven't sent you an Evo picture? What do you mean? Like an Evo 5 picture because I purchased one in TXR? Because I haven't. I haven't even made it that far yet. Or what do you mean? Okay, boys, are we gaming or are we making food? Because we're either gaming or making food. Oh! Shoot. Right. Yeah, West, I got you. One sec. We're making food. Yeah, you probably not a bad idea, honestly. All right, West, check this out. These backgrounds I'm about to send you, West, the way you're supposed to use them is like, you know what? I'm just gonna send all of them. Fuck it. I want some food. The way you're supposed to use them is just make them fit your background. You don't have to like make, no. Yeah, so like the horizontal aspect and the vertical aspect just fits the screen. Then it'll still work out and be nice. But I got to update a few of them. And I want to take some more pictures that's like AC related and then just literally make a massive album with the cool Aegis icon in it and then make it public for everybody. So I like a part of me would really like to try and hop in my rig with the microphone here and everything to try and see what it's like. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that you guys can't hear this. It's funny because you can, but it's the depth of the tones are just it's just so low that you can't really hear it. Food, you say? Oh, that is exactly what I've been wanting to do for so long, Fuzz. Like, that is literally it. But I never got it done as much as I would like to get it done. I've been, I've tried it twice, but I can't really nail it to a point where I'm like, fuck, that's really cool. But what I think I would like to start doing is maybe even on stream, whenever the Aegis, all the Aegis servers and whatever is like at a comfortable, what's it called? Comfortable spot, is we all go for a drive and we all take a bunch of Polaroids on stream, and we really like, make an effort to take some really, really nice ass Polaroids. And then after that, I'm going to take some real AC photos, and then I'm going to strap the Polaroids to those AC photos with like, say maybe like a little, pin or something, like really make it look like it's a picture that's hanging, but it's like it's like paper picture or whatever. That'd be sick. I had another idea yesterday that I don't know what came over me when I got that idea, like where it came from, where it originated from, like what the conversation was about. But I thought about if it would be possible to have a mesh inside a car in AC, right? That is literally just a screen share of whatever is going on your screen, right? Now, stay with me. If I can make that possible with Lua, which should be doable, I'm pretty sure. I can ask a friend of mine, Plus, if it's doable. Then, what's up, Dana? Then I would make it so that you have a PlayStation or something, like just a few meshes that makes it all look realistic, like inside the car. And then, say that one of the F6 cameras. Well, you know that for a fact. Because I don't want to do it in DRO. I definitely want to do it in AC for one reason only. And that's the flawless VR experience, right? Say I do it in AC, and say I hop in like a server where I have a few cars listed, and people like friends of mine can join, and we can all sit in proximity voice chat and just fucking chill. I'm gonna have one of the F6 cameras snapped to the back seat, and then literally have a screen drop down with my feed on the screen, and then I would actually emulate like the games I would be playing on my computer onto that screen. Like Midnight Club LA, for example. Like I would sit and play that in VR in AC. That would be so sick, dude. I would love to try and make that happen. Fuck me. I would literally just do so many streams like that. Just do like emulator streams where we sit. Like that is just like there's nobody that takes it to that level, and that's what gets me motivated, like doing stupid shit like that. Because like, why would anybody spend time doing that? Just do it IRL. You know what I mean? Yeah, but VR chat is like, that's VR chat. It's not AC. Like I can't have my boys do fucking donuts and shit and right in front of me as I'm playing in Midnight Club Los Angeles. You feel me? And then they just go for a ride and have fun. Come back later and be like, hey, what's up, dude? Blah blah blah. Proximity voice chat, whatever. Like, oh my gosh, man. Nobody. I think it's I do genuinely believe that it's doable for AC. I don't think it would be a full mod. I literally think it would just be a script directed at a certain mesh in a car. The end, like a Lua script that would somehow capture your screen, like certain aspects of whatever. The only problem where I'm like, is how doable is it really? Is the aspect of I would be running AC and emulating a game and streaming all at once. I think that would probably not be super fun for my GPU, not to mention my CPU. Yeah. Fuck, dude. That would be fun as shit. I don't know. I'm keen to figure it out. I'd love to see if it's actually that bad. Nobody's trying to purchase my microphone. I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. What games do I play now, man? Switch to Greystone Warfare. Nah, no, cause that's the thing. AC have to look super fucking crisp, or else the emulated game won't look crisp. So it's got to look really, 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 really like beautiful, and that's like the thing is I think it's more dependent on what I do in AC. For example, if I load into SRP with like 30 fucking cars, right? Wait, you want me to
TXR Satch.
You want me to play TXR? TXR? I have a stream tonight. It would be so dumb of me to start playing games anyway. I just wanted to check something in Greystone real fast. Do it. I just wanted to show Fuzz something. Hey Olympus, what's up, man? Fuzz, check this out. A friend of mine, Wumble, you know Wumble. You've played with him a couple times with me and with you and me and Wumblemans. Check this out. The guy, he said, I have a delayed birthday present for you. Look at this. He gave me 3 pairs, dude. What the fuck? Oh, now we're back up. And holy shit, the Gucci gun, dude. I'm gonna trick the fuck out of this bitch. Do 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 do. Wait. Oh, it's got the shitty ones. Oh no. It's the good ones. Now it's a Gucci gun. Hell yeah. If you had to pay me for sex, what would you do first? Pterodactyl eggs. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. Rarest item in the game. Yeah, insanity. But yeah, that man is just looting, running. Yeah, loot running 24/7. All he does, I swear. No, I think he's just
like, I think he just really likes the game. So I think he takes every fucking opportunity to play it as much as he can. He's such a fucking nice guy, dude. He's literally like been playing with me since day one. It almost feels like, right? God damn, bro. I low-key want to take out the mag though, because is it actually just 18 rounds? There's no way. Okay, choose 27. Gotcha. Oh no, I don't even know where that shit came from. That came from in here. Because I think I'd rather just throw a normal ass what is this song right now? Oh, whoops. Bomb. Yeah. This is better, I think. There we go. Because we can purchase these anyway, right? I guess we can't. Those can only be found. Oh yeah? Are you on Twitter checking it out? I mean, it's not like the assets is, you know, amazing. If I'm being honest, like I don't know. I'm not really into this. Sorry, Dano. I gave it an honest go. Do 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 do. Yeah. Ah, man, I'm so happy. One thing that I found really cool was TXR on a wheel. So I think that's definitely a stream I'm going to set up. You know what? I'll do one thing before I go, because I know I'm going to just randomly switch to TXR. And if I do, I want to be ready to do it. So what I will do here is I'll do this. One sec. I gotta like make something. Bethuel, everyone. Because I already made the icon. As well as the role, by the way. So if you guys want to go cop that, you can go to channels and roles, and then you can click this, and then you... Oh, I thought I had it. Apparently I didn't. Now I do again. Weird. That's weird. What? But yeah, you can get the Genki Raising Project, which is essentially, like, for those who know, they know it's the TXR role, right? So this is what you'd get. Because they made so many different games, and, like, to start fucking figuring out logos for each game is just going to be... I'm going to convert the Genki... Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, please. Like, for traffic? Yo, Olympus, if you'd be down to, like, expand on our traffic pack, that would be insane, dude. Is that something you might actually be down for, bro? That would be super, super dope. I'm gonna make it... right. Just incredibly fast. Yeah. But no, I want to make... Wait, what did I do here? Bomb. Bethuel, OBS, assets, scenes. Is it capture games? Yep. Yeah, but I need to check the cars. Yeah. I think it is. Anything here works? What? Yo, my shit's being so fucking wonky right now. Done. No. So here's the only downside to what I'm doing right now. Terraria, I actually haven't. No, I don't think it's a game for me at all. Lasagna is served. Very good. I don't think that's a game for me at all, if I'm being honest. Just like Zomboid wasn't a game for me. I'm not yeah, I know. Trust me, like a part of me really wants to, like, I want to love Minecraft. Like, I really want to love Minecraft. I'm just not that much into it. You know? I need something that itches the very fucking back end of my brain scalp. Hydrate, please. Wait, what? Do you still have the workspace screen thingy on this channel? You mean this? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I do. Olympus, yeah. Yeah. Do you have it running? I need to actually figure out where the fuck that shit is. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I got it. Drink some dying fluids. Yeah, I'll go grab a glass of something here in a minute. Not a bad shout. Let me think here. I need to go to copyright notice, and then I need to copy one of these and paste a duplicate, and then call this, rename, let's call it just Genki Racing Project. Yeah, it's switching in a minute. Just give me 1 sec here. Okay. Duplicate. And this one needs to be switched to hit. Duplicate. Source. And then I don't think I will ever be, like, I think if I play, I'm pretty sure if I ever play TXR, it's because I'm playing it on my rig. Yeah. So that's how I'm going to set that up. Now all I do need to copy this. So, oh shit, I gotta also like set that up. I completely forgot that. Oh my god. Create voice command. Game switch TXR. Switch to TXR. I wonder if this works. And then do Takio. What's it called again? X. That's how they spelled it. Extreme Racer. See, there's two different Takio Extreme Racers. Which one is it? I don't know which one it is. Switch to TXR. Okay, it worked. Well, let's check if the category is correct. Shut up. Stupid bald-head ass, goddamn. See, it's actually the wrong category. Can you believe that? That's not the right category. So there's another one called... Switch to TXR. That's the right one. That's crazy. They're called the exact same thing. That's kind of stupid. What the fuck? Oh well. Now, however, I need to fucking go do this shit. Oh, God damn, man. This is the thing that'll take a minute, but it's just so worth it for the outcome. Dude, Titanfall? Oh my God. I have to reinstall that. Titanfall 2, dude? Oh my gosh. I absolutely need to start playing that again. That shit is way too fun not to be played on stream. I couldn't really get the frames I wanted, so I pretty much just stopped streaming it altogether. And I really want to stream that. It's a hilarious FPS game, dude. Oh, you have? All right, one sec. Let me boot it. Oh. Ha! It's the taxi. You really got that in there fast. That's funny. Night Runners. Paste it. Boop. Need for Speed, dude. Like, the game I will literally never... So stupid. Wait, is this really how I did it? Oh, it removes it if it's in this. Interesting. Well, there's no need for that. Yeah, there's no need for that. It's fine. Wait, did I even move it here? I did. Helldivers. GTA. Paste. I don't know why I say this. So many games here just made to... I'm never going to touch them again, so I don't even know why they're in here. Like, fuck Escape from Tarkov. I'm so done and over with that game, dude. It's unreal. Almost there. Oh my God, so tedious. What a driver model. That's funny. All right, screw it. The only downside is like I don't have my saved game on here because apparently that doesn't transfer. I don't know why. Games, Tokyo Extreme Racer. Doom, 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 doom. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, whoa. Buddy. Hey, buddy. All right, they did the funny on the gas caps on the door. Custom normals? Literal booleans. Did they do that all around the car? Like the whole car? What? Oh, that sounded funny. What? What? Did they actually do that? On everything? Yeah, overlay stuff. I know. Show me the door handle? What the fuck? Let me see the door handle again. What in the shit, dude? Why? Why is the door handle so insanely detailed compared to the rest of the fucking ride? That makes no sense to me either. But it's not like it's difficult to connect with the rest of the mesh, right? Oh, and everything is triangled. Tried. Whatever. All right. Oh, whoops. I forgot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Capture? Wait, this is the capture scene? Are you kidding me, bro? Why did I set it like this? Tools. I don't need tools. I need toggle face cam move, and then I need. There you go. And then I need to untoggle that and remove it. So now we can race in peace. But this chair and that whole ordeal needs to be in view a little better. So I think that might be it. Okay, so there's pretty huge chunks of stuff you can't really see, boys, and for that I am sorry. Something I really liked doing was actually listening to the Hurt Me thing here. Okay, let's see.
Yeah. What the fuck, huh? Come on.
Hey, what do you want? Hey, what the fuck do you want, huh? Come on. You want a piece of piss? Is that what you want? Can I... Oh my god. Alright, let's try this. Okay, I wonder if this is going to be in my face now. I would certainly hope not. Holy fuck, it works so great. Oh my god. What happened? Yes. Please drive. Oh, it's driving. Lit, what's up, dude? Jesus Christ, this car is so slow. I don't remember it being this slow. Could it be because of the... I feel like... No. This car is upgraded as much as it can be upgraded. There's no way it's this slow. Wait, there's no way. Oh my god. I think... Yeah, it's way faster, right? Oh. That's a Challenger. How am I hitting a... Okay, I think the game is a little broken. If I'm being honest here. But no, knowing the microphone can reach over like this is actually just so fucking cool. Oh, shit. So which one was the menu thing? That's right. That wasn't it. Please stop. Fuck my life. Damn it. I guess I'm raising now. Or wait, is it that thing where everything is in slow motion? Because the game has been like I've had to play the game in slow motion a couple times because I was screen sharing it or something, and it feels rather slow-mo-y. The timer isn't real time. Yeah. Wait. Yo. What? What the fuck? You're right. Yeah, and I'm definitely traveling with more speed than it actually feels like. Okay, so I have to take that into account every time I do something now. I keep forgetting I don't need my my clutch. Really weird feeling. I can't really get up there, can I? Oh, he's taking my health. Oh, he's fucked. Yeah, it's all slow-mo. It's all very slow-mo-y. I don't know how that's happening. Wait, how is he losing? Oh, he's losing, I guess, then. Tonight, it's gonna be a fine night tonight. Be a fine night tonight. You're dumb. We're gonna get a draw now, dumbass. Ugh, we're gonna get a draw. Or, hey. Get shit on. Fitting music, yeah. That's kind of true. I'm gonna crash a bit, but that's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goddamn headset, bro! Holy shit! Oh my god! That was rather dangerous what just happened then, but we're okay. It's still going. Yee-hoo! Just return to garage. Thank you, and you're welcome. Olympus leaked feet pics? Hell yeah. Good shit, Olympus. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna mute my mic for a bit, but I'll be right back. And just like that, I have returned. Okay. I think I'm going to wait with the rig and maybe dedicate a stream to this at some point. Also, I have a better save on my laptop because I play this game at work. Yes, I don't give a fuck. So I think I'm gonna have to go do that. Go grab that. In however way you fucking do it. There we go. Muting a fart midstream. Goddamn right. You guys are not worth it. You guys are not worth my farts. I'm kidding. But switch to everyone. Come on, bro. I fucked something up. I fucking knew it. It's the most annoying thing that I forgot. Oh my god. Is it every... Oh, it's everything. Wow. That is insanely annoying. Oh my god, dude. This is really cool that I can just switch music like that. Very annoying. Camera. You guys don't want to watch this anyway. Switch to everyone. And there we go. Am I making food on stream before I go to bed? Oh no, I don't think so. I think I just need to go to bed. It's fucking 1 a.m. already. Not good. Not great. Full good. I mean, I would like to, but I gotta be responsible too. And if I know myself right, I know if once I've made food and I've watched something, I'm eating the food, we're chilling on stream, we're having a good time, then I'm gonna play some games and it's all chill, hee hee hee, funny. Then 7 hours pass. Girlfriend comes home. She's like, holy shit, have you been awake for 30 hours? Again? And I'm gonna be like, yep. And she's gonna be like, well, are you gonna be good for the stream you want to do tonight? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think so. And then she's gonna be like, okay, here's some food. And I'm like, thank you, girlfriend, I love you. And that might be how my day is gonna go, but I know then my weekend is ruined. Ow. Oof. So I'm gonna not ruin my weekend and just go to bed. Boys, I love y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching all this buffoonery. My new stream deck and this awesome microphone is incredible, and I love it, and I'm happy, very happy. Ow. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, have a good one, everybody. Thank you for watching Peace, Love, and Harmony. I was Bethuel. I am Oot. All right? I love you guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. If not later today, then definitely some other time. Join Aegis Visuals. We have a Cinemax stream tonight, so that's where it's at. Aegis Visuals. I love y'all. Peace, Love, and Harmony. I'm Oot.